Hello, my name is Preston Clark. I'm the CEO and co-founder of SimpleDocs, the company behind AutoNDA. We launched our AutoNDA, our flagship product, just 5 months ago, and in that time, hundreds and hundreds of in-house teams have adopted the tool, and in that time, we've captured tons of feedback on gaps in features, on bugs, on things that can improve the user experience, both for the legal team, the business team, and the counterparty. And I'm very, very proud of where the product has come in that short period of time. And I wanted to take just a few minutes today to highlight our 5 most talked about, most liked, most used features. These weren't obvious to us in the beginning. We didn't know exactly which parts of the product people would love. And so I'm going to walk you through those briefly. If you're already using the tool and you're not adopting these features yet, definitely check them out. And if you're brand new or you're considering adopting AutoNDA, hopefully this will be a good primer into what other organizations and in-house teams take value from our platform. Okay, let's jump into it. The first thing I'm going to tell you about is called SimpleLink. SimpleLink is what enables business teams, corp dev teams, sales teams to self-generate NDA requests virtually instantly, whether it's the first time they're using the tool or the 5th time or the 100th time. What you do is at the workflow level, every one AutoNDA account comes with one workflow that's based on the one NDA standard template. So it means that it's pre-configured, it's preloaded, the template's there, and all you need to do is set your rules and start using it. That's the one we're looking at right now. And I'm going to go ahead and expand it. And what you'll see here is a link to SimpleLink. I've, of course, already configured my template. It already has my rules. It already has my defaults. And so now I'm ready to share it with my business teams. And when they get access to it, I can put this in Slack. I can put it in Teams. I can put it in email, wherever it may be. All that's required of them is to plug in the counterparty information and to hit create requests at the bottom. It'll immediately route for signature and review, and it's super simple to use. If you have access to AutoNDA already, this is not turned on automatically. So let me show you quickly how to turn it on. You go under Settings, under User and Groups. Right here you see Sign In via SimpleLink. For me, it's already on. You see the green button here, the green light. And what's required is that you indicate the URL associated with your email addresses. If you have multiple email addresses at your work, your business, you can add more than one. In my case, for SimpleDocs, this is the only URL that we use. It's at simpledocs.com. It's turned on, it's activated. And so what this means is that when I share the SimpleLink out to my business teams, all they have to do is authenticate their email address and they're immediately able to access it. Yes, we have SSO. Yes, we can integrate with other tools like Salesforce and Slack. But for teams that are trying to get up an AutoNDA tool or an NDA automation tool like ours the same day or very quickly, the SimpleLink is a powerful tool to enable you to do that. So that is the most popular feature or the most loved feature among our users. Number 2 is in-app negotiations. So what we've enabled, and I'm going to show you what this looks like, is the mechanism for business teams, for counterparties to propose standard changes to your non-disclosure agreement. The example I'm going to show you today is, again, it's leveraging the one NDA standard template, but we can do this for custom NDAs or other standards as well. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to go into Review Agreement. I'm going to click on Other Options at the bottom. So instead of clicking on Send and Sign, I'm going to click on Propose Changes. And what it is opening up is the ability to modify purpose, confidentiality period, country, governing law, dispute resolution method, and jurisdiction. Those are the default variables I allow to be edited in this template. Again, if you have your own custom template, we have lots of customers that have pre-configured this for the variables that they want to be modifiable. And this presumably is based on the sections of your NDA that are most routinely negotiated, that are most sort of routine for you to manage. And it just accelerates the process. So if the counterparty proposes a change here, it immediately comes back to you or someone else on your team to either approve or reject. So this is number 2, the number 2 most loved feature of AutoNDA. Number 3 is the repository. Not a big surprise. A lot of the organizations that come to us looking to centralize and automate their NDA process are frustrated by the fact that they do not have perfect visibility into their non-disclosure agreements. AutoNDA gives you that visibility, and so it means that every outbound NDA, whether it's generated by someone on your team or someone in sales, is going to end up in a repository that you as an admin have access to. You can search within these by keyword, by contract name, by effective date, by counterparty. You can toggle and determine which fields are filtered by, but you can see it's a pretty broad spectrum of filter types that allow you to very quickly sort through a large swath of non-disclosure agreements. When you drill into an agreement itself, of course, you have access to the document. You can download it as a signed agreement, but you also have visibility into the metadata, and that includes what are the primary variables of the agreement, the ability to share it and send it, who was the counterparty, who approved it, who signed it, as well as the metadata and history that relate to were changes proposed. If those were accepted, who accepted those, right? So it creates accountability and transparency in the metadata for each non-disclosure agreement. And so that is the number 3 most popular feature. I will give you a sneak peek into the newly minted top feature, and that is import agreements. We know that not every one of your non-disclosure agreements will be routed through us for any host of reasons. Maybe it was a third-party NDA that you decided to sign. Maybe it was a redlined agreement that went offline and then reemerged as a fully executed or completed agreement. You can go to import agreements and within seconds have this tagged and uploaded. Coming soon will allow for bulk upload, AI-powered imports, but for now you can import one at a time, and it gives you the ability to search those NDAs the same way you would search NDAs that were processed through AutoNDA. Okay, a couple more power features, integrations. So AutoNDA partners or enables you to integrate with whatever e-sign tool you happen to be using. Today we have DocuSign and Dropbox Sign. We're adding Adobe Sign in the next few weeks, but that is not significant. Any contract management workflow solution should allow you to do that. What is significant is that the integration takes you seconds to set up, and you can do it by yourself. You can do it yourself. And it's as simple as clicking on the pencil, adding a new account, clicking and confirming your DocuSign, authenticating with DocuSign. And just like that, you now have turned on and enabled DocuSign or Dropbox Sign for your instance of AutoNDA, and it's freely usable across your business. So it's not necessary that anyone else in the business integrates with their envelope or their instance of DocuSign. You can do this at the central level with an admin access to DocuSign. Let's see. The last thing I will point out is under workflow, under settings. This is a very nuanced, very sort of hidden gem inside the product. We know that in non-disclosure agreements, one of the most dynamic features is the purpose. What shall the purpose be? And when you're giving salespeople the ability to self-serve, it's easy to hard code everything else, country, confidentiality, period, governing law, etc. But the purpose may change, and there may be a handful of purposes that you want the business to select among, and so we enable that. So you can preload as many purposes as are standard and common for your business, and then what that results in is when a business person or salesperson is generating an NDA, they will be prompted now to select among the purposes that you've given them the ability to select among. You can also turn on custom purpose. A lot of legal teams do not want to turn this on because they don't want to give this full control to the business. But this is your choice. You have control over which of these variables are modifiable, but the ability to use a drop-down feature for purpose it was a surprise to us, but has proved to be very, very popular. Okay, that is it. That was a quick review of our top 5 most popular features. I suspect 3 months from now, this will change as we continue to iterate and improve the product. If you have other features you want to tell us about, feature gaps, please email us. You can email me directly, Preston@SimpleDocs.com. That's Preston @SimpleDocs.com. Thanks, and have a great day.